Good morning, team. And today the date is June 24. I'm here again and bringing the spy analysis early in the morning. And why early in the morning? Because last night I thought of making the video, but there was, the less of data and those geopolitical Israel-Iran conflicts, those all were in the middle. So that's the reason I wanted to wait until morning to get all the news clear out from both sides, and then look at spy and make the good video. All right. So if I look, like if I start it right, I mean the first thing is I will show you something clear, which will clear a lot of things for you. So if you go and look at this 4 hour chart, right? I draw a trend line, right? So this trend line was from the recent high, right? If you see clearly what this trend line is doing, and look at this trend line I developed a few days ago and wanted to see what exactly it is doing. So we has recent high, right? And when I say recent high, you can look at the right, this side, right? So we had recent high of 606, right? 606.39. So that was a recent high. When I say recent high, like in after after January, that was a recent high we reach again, falling down from 480. So 606.52. If I do this, right, the high of the candle, we can see high of the candle was 606.37, right? So what all I can do is that 606.37 will be the new high, right, on 4 hours, right? And yesterday when the news came out, the market started to get rally, right? It breaks this trend line, which was a kind of, let me show you, a kind of down momentum for the market, right? If I just do these two horizontal line, the market was in the range, right? And yesterday it broke above and hit the same level which was there from the recent high. All right. So now what should be the plan game for today, right? So look at this. So we have 613. 613 is the, like the all-time high, right? Now to reach 613, what else we have in the middle? So what we can do is, if I look at 4 hour and go back in the history, right? We have this consolidation. We have this consolidation occurred right here, at this part, right? And if I do this consolidation, what exactly is telling? This consolidation starts from 600 to 608, right? And then here we started to see some selling. So what I will do, this is will be our resistance for, let me tell you, the best way would be to find out what exactly, like which candle is still create as a resistance here. So I would consider, like this particular candle, right? So starting from 611 to, give me one moment, 605 to 611. So we still have a good resistance sitting between 605 to 611, right? So what you can do is you can plan your trade today. For today, if you planning your trade, first I would consider what it is doing at 4 a.m. in the morning, right? So the market opens right here. Let's look at 4 a.m. The only problem with this structure is so far is this is comes straight up from 600 to 606. It did not take any support. So that's the one problem with the structure. Okay, second problem what I can see with the structure is the market rally on the news. So the news based market rally, right? And if I consider the similar past examples, it rally up and then it rally down immediately. So there is a chances right in the morning when the market opens, the market will try to settle down, right? And we will start to see some selling up to uh, 600, because market will come back to the same level, and the 600 was a bigger resistance in past. So like past week I see it rejected 3 times, and before that also it rejected couple of times. So 600 was something which was, like a kind of very good resistance for the market. And when the market has crosses this particular 600.50 level now, it will become acting as a support. So today's plan will be very simple. I would, like I will not buy anything right here, or let me, yeah. So I would not consider to buy anything right at this point if the market open, right? So what will be the good place for the buy? I would suggest, like let the market retrace back to this 600 level in this zone, right? And then, execute, look for the long opportunity, right? Because 600 was something which was the which market was trying to break from long time. So what I'm thinking is the market will come down like this, right? And then, like we can see, or there is another structure what can be done. Instead of market coming like this, the only because as I told you, the only problem with this structure, it goes parabolic, right? So whenever the parabolic moves comes, it comes the similar way, right? It will just do like small like this and then come back to 600. 600 is the level where I should see some support. It should hold. And when I say hold, let me tell you what exactly the hold mean is. Let me show you one example for hold. Okay, so let me show you the example for hold. All right, so when I say hold, look at this candle, right? This structure, look at this structure right here. So if you look at this structure, uh, in this structure the market try to fall down, right? And then we see a wick. Next wick was again seller appear, but very next wick eat up everything and close above this red candle. So make sure when I say hold, it means is that from the previous seller candle, the next candle has completely, engulf the previous candle, and this one is a super engulfing candle, because it eats up all of the sellers right in the market over here, right? So this is what I mean when I say, hold. All right, guys. So this is all I can suggest. I'm not looking for long side today. No, not because there is not much room in the market. It's only $5 more, right? So more dollars. So it always, the market always goes to the side where you have bigger liquidity. So you have plus five, and minus 5 both side, because either it will go to 611 or either it will go to 600. Right now it was trading at 60604, right? So 604, so $6 up, $5 down. So this is the difference right now. So all you have to do is wait patiently when the market opens, right? And look for the, like, look for the retracement. Look for this retracement up to here at 607. Make sure it's holding, right? Wait for retracement 600 and hold. Okay, and then enter your long position. If that the market structure goes like this, I would be interested in taking buying call side, and that call target again will be the same up to the new all-time high, which is 606. But the only thing is you need to buy these kind of stuff, right? This 606 should be 4 weeks at least, and not more than one contract. That's the thing you have to notice down, not more than one contract. Why? Because, because if this breaks, how much room we have to go down is up to 595. So think about how much the contract value will go down if you just buy right here from 4 weeks away. However, you have time for recovery, but suppose in case if goes opposite, because these days news are coming a lot, right? So we have to be careful, like in case of any news comes, we have some room and some days to recover. However, the bigger liquidity sitting is still at 591. So sometimes what I do in this kind of market, because it's a trending market, right? So you can just draw a trend line also. If the trend line is started to break, then we can started to see some drawdown in the market from here. The next liquidity is here. This is on 15 minutes. But if I look at 5 minutes, it develops. So in morning, right in the morning, it shows some support at 603, 602. And if these two, 602 and 603 break, then we have this again back to 599. All right. So team, my suggestion would be, like, right in the morning, observe it. However, if you want to buy, right at open, I would see some selling for sure, right? And that because when it opens, it will just do some profit taking, and that profit taking will, sustain up to maybe 603, because 603 again it shows this wick is telling us that this is where we have some more buyers now, right? So there is a chances when come back, it will just, immediately we will see some more buyers started to appear here, and then we will see seller candle one more time, and then the engulfing. So that is how the structure should work. However, if it breaks these two areas directly, right, then wait until 599 levels, because here we have very good support from 599 to these levels. Okay, all right guys, so as I told you, selling in the morning, these are the supports: 603, 601, and then 600. Okay, so let's see where the market will open, and then plan your trade accordingly. Draw this trend line, because this was a trending market starting yesterday. There is not much room in the market. The room will be created only when it will goes back to 600. Then I will interested in buying one long position at this particular. If the market opens right here, I would just take one small contract, not 0 day expiry. Those are very dangerous. Never take 0 day expiry, This is what I wanted to say again and again, because those 0 day expiry can blow off your account easily. I'm trading from long time and I know their disadvantages. Okay, I see all news positive right now in the market. So what I noticed, it happens in past, whenever we see lots of positive news in the market started to work opposite, and instead of getting into the positive side, the market has started to go negative side. So sometimes the bad news is good news for market and good news is bad news. So let's see how market will react in the morning. Still we have how much time we have. So it's 5 a.m. Still we have around close to 4.5 hours. All right, so we'll keep on observing what exactly the market is doing, and we'll create a very small short right before open. So you guys just keep on keep on looking at it, keep observing, and I will come up with one more new idea right before the market opens. All right, guys. So 600, I am still thinking it will retrace. If it retraces, then the market can see all new time high again. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a nice trading day. If and one more thing, like if you like my video, could you please let me know in the comment. I would love to see if you guys can provide me some reviews for the videos. All right. Thank you, guys.